Full schedule for you this afternoon. Here come our entries for our first heat of the afternoon. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Cherokee's Ironman, owned by Arnold Mendes and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Charles Whitehead. With the number 2 saddle pad is GV Smokum. GV Smokum out of the Graceland stables, being driven this afternoon by Mr. Zeno Hoss Cooper. Sporting the number 3 saddle pad, it's Casimir Commotion. Casimir Commotion, owned by the Roque family and being driven this afternoon by Miss Andrea Baby Girl Westerfield. And on the outside, sporting the number 4 saddle pad, GV Special Dream, out of the Boros stables and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Aaron Medeiros. This is for the 106-1 to 107-1 division time bar. Let's collected our 4 speedy entries for our first heat of the afternoon. 4 ponies up and 4 ponies out. A bit of a staggered start. A start nonetheless. That's all about as they come out of the first turn. And it is Cherokee's Ironman doing battle with Casimir Commotion, who has pulled wide and challenging for that pole position. GV Smokum up to fill the gap up behind the front runner, with GV Special Dream trailing the field into paddock turn. And down the backstretch they go. Cherokee's Ironman with Charles White Jr. in the bike, being pushed along now by Casimir Commotion. Back a quarter to GV Smokum with Special Dream, off by another half, trailing the field as they go around Hingham High turn. Out of the Simsfield turn, it's still Cherokee's Ironman, the pace setter, still under a bit of pressure from Casimir Commotion. Here comes GV Smokum, now trying to push the issue. GV Special Dream trying to move up to fill the gap. Into paddock turn, and down the backstretch they go. Cherokee's Ironman still out in front. Casimir Commotion still working on the outside, studying on the outside of Cherokee's Ironman. Behind them, there are 2 up is GV Special Dream on the inside, GV Smokum on the outside. Out of the 4th turn, they're 3 wide coming out of the 4th turn and down the home stretch. Casimir Commotion still trying to get in front. GV Smokum coming on strong, but that's how they finish. It's Cherokee's Ironman with Casimir Commotion, GV Smokum, and GV Special Dream. What a beautiful race to start the day of racing here at the National Equestrian Center. Ponies hustling the front out of the Hearst stables and being driven this afternoon, of course, by Mr. Arthur Goodhand-Service. With the number 2 saddle pad, it's Pastor Paul. Pastor Paul, owned and driven this afternoon by Mr. David Lopes. With the number 3 saddle pad, it's Final Notice. Final Notice out of the Graceland stables, being driven this afternoon by Mr. Steven Smiley Cardoza. And on the outside, sporting the number 4 saddle pad, is Crown's Jewel. Crown's Jewel, owned by Miss Ashley King and being driven this afternoon by Miss Carissa Rabane. This is for the 107-2 to 108-2 division time bar. And our star car has collected all 4 of our entries for this heat number 2. Another staggered start. A start nonetheless. 4 ponies up and 4 ponies up. 2 up front, 2 behind by 2 lengths. Out of the first turn comes the trotter, the pace setter, Boston Drum, picking them up and putting them down. He's being chased down by Pastor Paul. Back another 3 lengths to Final Notice with Crown's Jewel pushing the issue from behind. In Indian file, 1, 2, 3, and 4 around paddock turn, and down the backstretch they go. Boston Drum stepping on out with Pastor Paul hot on his heels, off by another half. 3/4 lengths is Final Notice with Crown's Jewel off by a half, trailing the front runners. Out of the Simsfield turn they come, still running as they started. Arthur Goodhand-Service with Boston Drum rocking and rolling out in front of Pastor Paul. Pastor Paul still there in the mix, being pushed along now by Final Notice. Crown's Jewel still off by a quarter, trailing the field into paddock turn, and down the backstretch they go for the final time in this heat. Boston Drum out in front now has grown itself a half-length lead over Pastor Paul. Final Notice still there behind Pastor Paul by a quarter. Ashley King's Crown's Jewel now trying to make a bid on the outside of the number 3 pony. Out of the 4th turn and down the home stretch they come, and it is Boston Drum with Pastor Paul, Final Notice, and Crown's Jewel. They finish as they started. Ponies